now we're going to bring up our next comedian, Logan Peters.
Y'all, he was practicing so hard to get my name right, and I thought it was just an easy name to pronounce. But if you've met Gilbert before, you'll know he's kind of... Anyways, give me a second to set this down, pull this up. Alright, just real quick, I like to tell jokes that people are going to be relatable to. So, by show of hands, who has a mom? Alright, cool, everyone knows. Alright, see, I have my mom. My mom gave birth to 3 children, me, my two sisters. She loved us all with her whole heart. She loved us all so much she gave us all our own dads, which is a nice thing. Yeah, that's also how I figured out that I'm not her favorite, because my sister's got loving fathers and I got an alcoholic. So, but that's okay. It's all right. We all turned out all right. She was a single mother. We all turned out pretty good. Accomplished as well. In my little sister's getting her master's in nursing this year. I'm an IT engineer and aspiring comedian, hopefully. And my older sister, she knows how to cook meth. So, like I said, we're all accomplished. I didn't say she was batting 1,000, guys. Come on. No, she raised us all by herself, so obviously she had to be a little strict. Okay. But nothing compares to the time that the mustard went missing at our house, just randomly, right? And she lost her shit. She turned our house into Guantanamo Bay real quick and started treating us like drug dealers, and she was Batman. She was so mad. And she gets all lined up, says, "Where's my mustard at?" And we all be like, "I don't know." So we all get shipped off to our dads. It's not me, I go to my grandparents. And Sunday, we get back, and as I'm walking through the door, my mom stops me. She said, "You, come here, sit down." So I walk with her to the dining room table, okay? Sit down. She goes, "Logan, I'm gonna ask you one time, what happened to my mustard?" And I said, "I don't know." She goes, "Logan, what happened?" And I said, "Okay, well, obviously she knows, so it's time to come clean, right?" I said, "I took the mustard, Mom." And she goes, "Yeah, I know." And then she like dumps my laundry onto the table where there's a mustard-covered sock, rag, and underwear, okay? And she goes, "Logan, I want you to explain to me, why didn't you just use the lotion?" And I said, "Well, Mama, the hole was too small in the bottle, couldn't fit it in." And that's whenever she's realizing what everyone's, that's when she's realizing what y'all are all realizing now. She says, "Logan, did you fuck the mustard bottle?" And I said, "Well, ketchup was a little too small too." And she says, "God, what'd you do with the ketchup?" I said, "I put it back, Mama. We ain't got much money." She goes, "You put it back?" And then she stands up to leave, and that's when it clicks in my head. "Oh, fuck, I put it back." I said, "Mama, throw out the mayonnaise, too." I put it back. Hole was just a little too big. So, anyway, like I said, I had sisters, right? 2 sisters. But at the peak of it, I had 8 sisters. By peak of it, I mean one of my mom's husbands, okay? So I had to learn how to defend myself in a different way, because when boys are raised with boys, you can learn how to defend yourself physically, correct? And I had to learn how to defend myself differently, like from passive-aggressive comments, and from gossip, and period pads on my doorknob. It was weird. It was a weird time growing up. So, and my older sister's the worst. We'll be in an argument. We'll be heated. She's like, "Why did you do this?" And she'll look at me just all passive-aggressively, and she goes, "Okay, mustard man," and then walk away. I'm like, "Bitch, you wrecked my car, okay? You ain't got shit to do with that." It was weird. Like I said, it was a weird time growing up. My sisters love embarrassing me. It was their favorite thing to do. So, my older sister had a picture of me. And I know what's on this picture. It is me in her prom dress, okay? Now this was back before men in dresses was brave and it was just gay. So, I never wanted anyone to see that. It was like early 2000s, I didn't want anyone seeing that. I didn't want anyone thinking that I was that way, you know? And so, we're all sitting out there, and I got my girlfriend, like, she's over at the house. I got my arm around her, right? You know? And here comes Erica out. She goes, and I see it in her hand. I'm like, oh, no, can't let that happen. So I'll leap for it. I'll leap as quickly as I possibly can. And she screams at the top of her lungs, okay? Who wants to see a picture of Logan in a dress? Which that didn't hurt my feelings as much as everyone saying, yeah! Man, that's embarrassing. It really ruined Meemaw's funeral reception. It was not a good time. Meemaw was very anti-funny people. So, but my mom also gave me a whole lot of good advice growing up. You know, she says, she'd tell me, Logan, when you meet a woman's father, you always shake his hand and look him in the eye. Okay? She also said things like whenever you are describing a woman, you don't use words like hot or fine. You want to say she's beautiful or stunning. She would also say if you're ever dealing with law enforcement, son, unbutton that top button. You'll see. That one works, and I'll tell you how. So I was meeting this girl, right? I was going to her house to meet her parents. Her father was a cop, so I had that top button unbuttoned, you know? And I walk up to him and shake his hand. I say, it's nice to meet you, sir. And then I go and I hug his mother, or hug her mother, right? And I said, ma'am, you have a beautiful daughter. She's wonderful. And instantly, they love me, right? And that was the goal. I wanted to be able to go to their house without them there. So, because I had my own agenda. Another thing that my mother would tell me, though, is find you a woman with an ass so fine that you want to bite onto it, develop lockjaw, and get drugged to death. Kind of wordy, weird advice, but that's okay. So this woman lives on a farm with donkeys and dogs and horses running around every day, right? And whenever I show up one evening, one of the donkeys is out in the yard. And I was like, I'm gonna be a gentleman, I'm gonna put the donkey back in. Well, in order to get the donkey back into the field, you have to walk it past the dog. And they bred Rottweilers. In case y'all don't know, Rottweilers, big black dogs that bite really fucking hard, okay? Well, as I'm walking it past this dog pen, I realized something. Donkeys are innately fearful of canines. It's like a generational trauma thing. And so the donkey just stopped, stopped. It's done. It's not moving forward at all. And I made the mistake of thinking that I'm in charge. I look at this donkey and say, you will listen to me. I'm the hairless ape with thumbs. I'm in charge. And it was about the time that we hit Mock Jesus going the other way that I realized I was not in charge. That in fact, that donkey was in charge. And as I'm getting bounced across the road, not letting go, I think, you know, maybe mom's not right about everything, because getting drugged to death by an ass fucking hurts. That's also why my top button is buttoned now. Fuck that bitch. I love her. Y'all, thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna give you back to your host.